Hello, everyone. Welcome to our pre-certification workshop presented by the Office of Business Diversity and Compliance under the leadership of our City Mayor, Mayor Jim Strickland, and our Director, Director Joanne Massey. My name is Tabitha Veazey. I am the Certification Analyst for the Office of Business Diversity and Compliance. And during this workshop, we are going to discuss certification in general. We're going to discuss the requirements and documents required to become a certified vendor with the City of Memphis. There will be an opportunity at the end of the webinar to ask questions. We will also make sure that this webinar is available to everyone that registered for the workshop. So we'll make sure to get the information out to everyone at the end of the workshop. So mission. The mission of the Office of Business Diversity and Compliance is to ensure that the legislative intent of City Ordinance 5384 and City Ordinance 5366, which created our Equal Business Opportunity and Small Business Opportunity Enterprise programs, are carried out in all procurement activities and opportunities. So there are two different programs that the City of Memphis have as far as certification. The EBO program, which is for businesses that are 51% owned, controlled, and operated by a Caucasian woman or a minority. And the minority can be, of course, African American, Hispanic, Native American, and Asian. The Small Business Enterprise Program was established with the goal of awarding at least 25% of city contracting and purchase order dollars to small businesses. So some of the qualifications for the EBO program: your business location must be in Shelby County, and you must be a resident of Shelby County. The business owner, as I stated earlier, must be either a Caucasian woman or a minority owner. And as I stated, that is African American, Hispanic, and Asian, and Native American. The SBE program is gender and race neutral. The business must be located in the City of Memphis, and the resident must be a Shelby County resident. So there's the three different type of certifications that we offer. The MBE and WBE, they are both a part of the EBO program. The SBE is, of course, the SBE program. And as I stated, the MBE is for minority owners, the WBE is for Caucasian female owners, and the SBE is gender and race neutral. So certification with the City of Memphis is free. There is no cost to apply. So you don't have to worry about paying anything to the city. It is a free resource for business owners. So supplier registration. So any business that is intending to do business with the City of Memphis, they must become a registered supplier. This process is done through our purchasing division. Shouldn't take no more than 5 to 10 minutes to complete. If you have any questions regarding how to log in or how to complete supplier registration, you will contact the purchasing division. And of course, I can make sure that their contact and information is included in the chat because this will be your first step before you proceed with completing the certification application. So how to access the online application. So you will first go to www.buy901.net, that's BUI901.net. Once you open the web page, you will click Join the Directory. The first step it will ask for you to do is create an account. If you already have an account in the system, you will be prompted to, of course, log in with your username and your password. Be sure that you remember your username and your password because you do not have to complete the application in one setting. You can always come back and complete the application at a later time or day. But you do only have 90 days to complete the application because the system will automatically delete the application if you do not complete it within 90 days. But first, make sure that you create an account. If you do already have an account, just log in with your username and your password. And once you do become certified, you'll be added to our city registry as a certified vendor. In this database, a lot of public and private entities use this database to search for all of our minority and women and small-owned businesses for their sourcing needs. So eligibility requirements. So first, your business must be organized as a for-profit entity. Unfortunately, we do not certify nonprofit businesses. The business must be licensed and authorized to do business under the laws of Shelby County in the state of Tennessee. The business must be at least 51% owned by a socially and economically disadvantaged individual who also controls it. The company must demonstrate that it is or will be performing a commercially useful function prior to the time of applying for certification. Basically, that means that you do not rely on another business or another prime. Basically, that you are the only owner of that business and you do not rely on anyone else to perform your business. WBE applicants, is your firm at least 51% owned by one or more Caucasian women or women? So mandatory documents. So these are the mandatory documents required for certification with the City of Memphis. The first two are your affidavits, the EBO affidavit for MBE and WBE certification, the SBE affidavit for SBE certification. Once you access the application, you will be prompted to download these affidavits. Make sure that you download the affidavits on the first slide of the application because you will not be able to go back to that first slide and print those out. The second, of course, is proof of citizenship. This could be anything from your passport to driver's license. Proof of residency, we ask for a copy of your MOG and W bill. Shelby County business license. If you are a professional service, engineering, legal, real estate, you do not, of course, have to present a Shelby County business license, but we will require you to present your professional license from the state of Tennessee. List of products carried or list of equipment owned or leased. We will need a list of those particular products or equipment. If your business does not have or carry products or equipment, you do not, of course, have to submit anything for that particular option. Documented proof of contributions used to acquire ownership for each owner. This is basically if the business was gifted to you or if you inherited the business from someone. If you didn't, of course, you will not have to enter anything in that particular option. Personal federal tax returns for the past 3 years. And business federal tax returns for the past 3 years as well. Of course, if your business, if you only been in business less than 3 years, so maybe a year, you would just provide, of course, a year of your federal tax returns. And all of the financial information is kept confidential. So documents. So there are 2 different ways that you can submit your documentation. You can submit it electronically or by fax, or you can mail the hard copy documents. I would suggest if you can submit them electronically. If you do mail them, just know that it will, of course, prolong your application process. So a better option is just submit it electronically so you will not have to wait on the documents to be received by our office because we cannot review the application until we receive those documents. So complete the application. So as I stated earlier, you have 90 days to complete and submit the application. But if you feel as though that 90 days is not enough time for you, feel free to contact our office. You can contact me directly and I can extend that deadline for you. Also, submit all electronic but certification documents electronically, or as I stated in a previous slide, you can mail them, but we strongly suggest you submit them electronically. Also, there are no changes can be made once the application has been submitted. So once you submit it, you cannot change it or update the application. But if there is additional documentation or information that we need, we will contact you directly. So some of the other benefits of becoming a certified vendor. So we do offer business assistance. Our Entrepreneurs Network Center is located in the Universal Life Building and we provide free development assistance for our business professionals. There are other partners that are housed at our Entrepreneurs Network Center. We have the Memphis Area Minority Contractors Association, the Tennessee Small Business Development Center, the Black Business Association of Memphis. Business assistance that we do offer includes access to capital, contractors assistance program, business plan development, as well as one-on-one counseling, market analysis and research, business development seminars and training, financial management assistance, and we do have a resource library with computers and internet access. All of this is free for our certified vendors and free to the public. It's located on 480 Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard. The hours of operation is Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. And I do have the contact number listed there as well, which is 636-9300. So before I get to the question portion, just to wrap up. So once you do become certified, you will receive a letter confirming your certification with the City of Memphis. You will be added to our database as a certified vendor, and then you will start to receive your email listings of bidding opportunities to consider. Once you do become certified as well, you will receive an electronic copy of your certificate and your certification letters. And we will, of course, mail hard copies at a later date, but you receive certificates as well to show that you are a certified vendor with the City of Memphis. Now I will open up questions. You can unmute, or you can actually post questions in the chat box, and I will answer as many questions as I can.
Tabitha, there's everybody's got a raise your hand button at the bottom. You can feel free to raise your hand and we'll unmute you. Or there's a Q&A box down below. You can also type a question there.
Thanks, Taylor. And as I mentioned earlier, this information will be available for everyone. Let's see, I think I have one question. Oh, it's just a thank you from Kyle. Hi, Kyle, thank you. Let's see, a question here. I just filed an LLC this month, but have been a sole proprietor for 2 years. Can I still apply? Yes, you can still apply for certification. Just provide us the documentation showing that you are now a sole proprietor. I have another question from Ruthie. I have been in business less than 8 months and don't have business income tax or personal income tax documentation. Should I leave that line blank until I file taxes? Ms. Ruthie, you can actually just go ahead and apply, but provide us documentation on why you're not able to prevent that documentation as far as your personal income tax or your business income taxes. Of course, I see why with the business income tax, you've only been in business for less than 8 months, but provide us a reason why you're unable to provide us that personal income tax documentation when you do apply. So don't leave that blank, don't leave that line blank, just provide us a documentation stating why you're unable to provide that documentation. So I have here a question, another question from Kimberly. How do you apply for a Tennessee business license if you are based in South Haven, Mississippi? So for in-house certification, your business location must be located in the City of Memphis or Shelby County to qualify for in-house certification. I have a question from Jacqueline. What's the typical response time for review and approval once the application is submitted? So the application process could take roughly between 30 to 40 days after we receive the completed application. And that is the normal time frame for each application. Any other questions? I see 2 people raise their hand. Taylor, are we able to get them to ask their questions?
Yeah, we'll start with Judy Bell right here. Hey, Judy.
Hey, Judy.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Taylor.
Hey, Judy.
I knew that was you earlier. I just recognized your voice. So, what was the website address early on, like in the first 5 minutes? It was www.memphis somebody, and that's all I got.
Was it for supplier registration?
That's it.
Okay, let me see. Can I go back here on my slides? I'll pull that up for you. The slide here, Miss Judy?
Oh, my screen went away. Let me see where it went. That's it.
Okay,
Let
okay.
me
I'll leave it up for you
down
to,
quickly.
I'll leave it up for you.
Okay.
See a couple more people raising their hands.
Yeah, we've got Atlantica Smith here. Let's see if we can get her up here.
Hello, Taylor.
Go ahead.
Okay. I had a question. I don't know if you'd be able to answer it, but if I were to start like a product ship company, something similar like Amazon or something, would I start like here?
So you're a business startup, so you won't go ahead and start in certification because you want to already be in business and operation before you become a certified vendor. Because you have to be a business for at least 6 months prior to applying for certification. But of course, you can reach out to our partners at the Entrepreneurs Network Center. They will assist you with any business startup questions that you do have. And I can pull that slide back up with their number and their contact information, but you want to start there so you can get your business going prior to applying for certification, because you want to be in operation first before applying.
Okay.
Definitely start reaching out to the Entrepreneurs Network Center to assist you with your business startup.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I see a question here from Ms. Ruthie. I have personal income tax documentation. Should I upload my last 3 years of personal income tax documentation? Yes, Ms. Ruthie, you will upload your past 3 years of your personal income taxes. And as stated earlier, all this information is kept confidential. And if you're not following us on social media, please do so. Facebook, Twitter, all of our workshops, we have them on our YouTube page, which is OBDC Memphis. There is a video there with step-by-step, gives you step-by-step on how to actually go through the online application. So if you need any assistance with getting through the application, what next steps to take, what documents I submit, you can actually look at that video on OBDC Memphis, or just give me a call. I'm available to assist as well. Like I mentioned earlier, my name is Tabitha and I'm the certification analyst. Any questions that you do have, any concerns, just reach out to me directly and I will be happy to assist.
Let me check with Judy again. I think she had her hand raised again. I'm not sure though, but let's check.
Okay.
I actually did not mean to raise my hand. I was writing on my laptop, but what is the Facebook? Where would we go to look at Twitter? What's the name again?
It will be OBDC. That's O, B as in boy, B as in dog, C as in cat, OBDC Memphis.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. We're on Facebook, Twitter, as well as I mentioned, YouTube. All of our workshops are posted on our YouTube channel. So any previous workshops that you've missed or anything else that you would like to become more familiar with when it comes to our office, you can access those videos through our YouTube channel.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
I think we got a request to put the website back on the screen from Alicia.
Okay. The website to the application.
I think so, yes.
Okay. I will. Here we go. That's www.buy901.net, BUY901.net. All right. Oops, sorry. To go back. There we go. Any other questions from anyone? As I stated, feel free, if you don't have any questions now, just feel free to call me directly and I will be able to answer any other questions that you may come up with after the workshop. I can see, let's see, can I put my number here? I'm gonna put my contact information in the chat for everyone. And I'll put my email as well. If there's no other questions, I'd like to thank everyone for joining our workshop. We try to make sure that we're going to have this workshop quarterly for everyone so they can be familiar with the certification process and just be familiar with certification in general. We will be hosting another workshop, which is called I'm Certified, What's Next? Basically, once you do become certified, what's the next step in the process? Of course, which is bidding. So we'll make sure to get the date and time out for that workshop soon for everyone. So once you do become certified, you can attend that workshop. Our purchasing division always joins us in that workshop, so you can ask questions about bidding and bids in general, any bids in general. So I'll make sure to get all the information out to everyone. Of course, once you do become certified, all that information will be available on our social media platforms. Ms. Jacqueline, are you able to see the email and phone number? I'll put it in the chat one more time. And the number is 901-636-6210. And my email is Tabitha, that's TABITHA .VZ, V as in Victor, EAZEY at memphistn.gov. So I'd make sure to put that back in the chat again if anyone missed it. All right. So thank you all again. If you need anything else, feel free to contact our office. We are here to assist you. So contact our office for any additional questions that you do have regarding certification. And we're here to help. So if you're having issues with the online application, call me directly. I can walk you through the application step by step. Just call me and I am here for you guys.